Dear student of Standard 7, welcome to my economics class. Today I will start a new chapter, that is chapter 12. But before starting the chapter, I will discuss about your assignment topic. This was your assignment question, isn't it? So A and B there is no problem, but in C, which attributes of good citizen is clearly seen in the character of Ria in the STEM event 1. So in the event 1 we have seen that Ria always thinks about right or wrong before doing any works. She knows that a wrong decision can change her life. So here we can see that Ria is very conscious about her activities. So we know that there are 3 attributes to become a good citizen, isn't it? So these are intelligence, self-control and consciousness. So in the event 1 we have seen that the consciousness is clearly seen in Ria's character, and then you will explain about consciousness in C. Understand? Now in D number. So in D number, most of the students you have done wrong. So here, do you think that proper education is the only way to overcome from the above mentioned situation in the STEM event 2? So in event 2, what is there? So this year Tuhin is selected as a chairman of his locality. He appoints his family members in different organizations. Though they are not capable to perform duties, his son Topu is engaged in different corruption and he always supports him. So here we have seen that is different types of barrier are seen over there, isn't it? That means different types of barriers to becoming a good citizen is here. That is, so education is the not only way to overcome from the above mentioned situation. Education is the only one of the way to overcome from the above mentioned situation, but there are other more ways or process to become a to overcome from this situation, isn't it? So in your book there are 7 points over there. Education is the one of the points, and in D you will write that no, proper education is the not only way to overcome from the above mentioned situation in the STEM event 2. So besides proper education there are other some ways to overcome from the above mentioned situation. So these are given below. So and you will write the points of that ways. Understand? So why some student you have written that is yes, the proper education is the only way, but there is one question. Do you think that is an educated person always a patriotic person or always a good person? No. So educated person may be good or maybe not good. Maybe he has self-control power or maybe not, isn't it? But there are other some ways to overcome from the above situation. So I hope that you understand this question. Now I will start your new chapter. Chapter 12, some countries in Asia. So there are 48 countries in Asia today according to the United Nations. There are some names of Asian countries: Japan, Indonesia, China, India, Thailand, South Korea, Philippines, Singapore. Here are also some countries name: Pakistan, Saudi Arab, Iran, Israel, etc. Okay. So today I will discuss about the friendship and cooperation between Bangladesh and India. This is the map of India. So India is our nearest neighbor. That is, India is our nearest neighboring country. It is a large and powerful country of South Asia, and it is situated at the mid-south of Asia. Now geography location of India. So to its north, Himalaya is situated in India. This is the picture of Himalaya. To its east, Arakan Mountain and jungle of Assam. This is the picture of Arakan Mountain and this is the picture of jungle of Assam. To its west, Hindu Kush and Sulaiman Ranges. This is the picture of Hindu Kush and Sulaiman Ranges. And to its south, Indian Ocean. This is the picture of Indian Ocean. This is the large ocean. Now the area of India is 32,87,240 square kilometer. Population 131 crore 95,77,958. Capital New Delhi. This is the Delhi Gate. This is the Parliament of the India. Now there is one question for you, that is explain why is India known as rich in ancient civilization. India is enriched with the oldest and richest civilization of the world because marks of civilization of nearly 5,000 years old have been found in this country, like cave drawing of Ajanta in South Asia, lots of temples and sculptures spread all over the country, and most famous, that is Taj Mahal of Agra, Red Fort of Delhi, etc. bear the mark of ancient civilization. So by seeing this, we have known that is India bears the old civilization. This is the picture of cave of Ajanta. That is the drawing of Ajanta, and this is Red Fort. There are other some sculpture or other some monument in India, that is this is Taj Mahal, Qutub Minar. This is another interesting sculpture. This is called Ashoka Pillar. This is another sculpture which is situated in India. Another nice sculpture is situated in India. This is, see what a nice picture is this, isn't it? This is sculpture, that is bird sculpture. Now economic condition in India. So there are India is called also the agriculture country. So here agro products are paddy, wheat, barley, oat, coffee. Sorry, the spelling is double E. The coffee, tea, etc. So there are some picture of agro products. Industrial product, that is textile, steel, cement, machinery, chemical products, fertilizer, shipbuilding and car making industries. Look some industries of India. Okay, so other information about India, that is India was independent on 15 August 1947. About 80% of its population live in villages, while the rest 20% are urban, and around 70% of the total population live by agriculture. India is known as the world's largest democracy. Parliamentary democracy has long been highly effective in the country, and India is a country of diverse people of different sectors, different sects, religions and languages, and people of many religions like Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Jains, etc. live in the country. Bangladesh has friendly relation with India. We remember the support we got from India during our War of Freedom in 1971. So today up to this everyone. Thank you. Goodbye everyone. Stay at your home safely.